Welcome. So we are in the north, in the deep of winter, past the longest night and past the solstice, and the light is gradually returning, but we're still very much in the depths. The temperature's dropping, and the pull to really stay inward and to stay cocooned and to really keep deepening into the dark and into the silence and into the place of renewal, into the place of rest, into the place of restoration. And yes, we also have the collective gathering of New Year energy. And we have that Capricorn energy as well, that outward, get things done energy. And we need to balance still with that more yin, receptive, open, listening time. So we're gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do in practice. Have a couple of blocks, a couple of bricks, books, whatever you have. If you have tight hamstrings, it's also just nice to have a bit of extra support, extra ground, extra stability. I've got a bolster and it's winter, so a blanket. So just take some time to gather what you need, and I'll meet you lying on your back, on our backs. I'll see you there. So once you've come to lay on your back, just give yourself a moment to actually land. Allow the orbs of your eyes to spread and widen, so you soften through the backs of your eyes. Giving permission to the cells at the front of your brain to soften, the membranes widening, opening, spreading. And letting that softness pour as your brow relaxes, weight pours back, and your jaw can release now, letting go of words, stories, the need to know. Relax your jaw, release your tongue. And you can either slide the bolster under your pelvis, or you can stay heavy to the ground. And then give yourself some time just to see how your body wants to be on the bolster, on the ground. Maybe you want to windscreen wiper your knees or draw your knees into your chest. Just keep getting heavy, getting heavy, getting heavy, and letting everything spread. Like all of your energy is spilling into the ground, into the earth, and pouring down into the mycelium. Soften your toes and your fingertips. And some of you might like to play with reaching your legs to the sky, maybe your arms, so you can feel the watery weight of the cells, of the fluids pouring down into each other, a cascade of liquid intelligence, water falling from the soles of your feet, from the cells of your feet, pouring, pouring as cell rests into cell, rests into cell, and all the rivers and streams are converging in the pelvic bowl. in this great crater lake, this great underground cave lake. And you might find that your legs want to swim in the waters and swim through the body of space that's holding you. Arms and legs maybe swimming as you fall back, drop back, let everything release down as you descend, 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 descend. And you can stay there as long as you like. Finding that amniotic remembrance. Oh, you can stay exploring that world as long as you like. Some of you might like to place your feet back on the ground. And you might want to find more earth and bring your hands to softly rest on your hip bones, the iliac crest, and bring the heels of your hands there. And know that you don't have to follow my instruction. Something else is happening for you. I'm going to rest the heels of my hands on my hip bones so that my fingertips gently rest on the pubic symphysis, the pubic bone. Listen for how your legs want to be. Maybe the knees want to fall to the side. Maybe your legs want to extend long. And start to deepen your breath as you breathe into your hip bones, your pubic bone. And then starting to send the breath into also the sacrum at the back, finding the full dimension of this sacred altar bowl of your pelvis. There's so much intelligence here. It's the seat of your creativity. The enteric neural plexus, the gut brain is here. Your intuition. Breathe down, down, down to open up the channel to your intuition and creativity. Your sensitivity, your ability to be fluid, watery, plunging into the depths with your breath. Breathing yourself deeper and deeper down. Notice if you want to move your hands to maybe the sides of your pelvis or your low belly. Continue to breathe all the way down, down, down. Breathe yourself deeper. And then bring your feet flat to the ground if they aren't already, and gently lift your pelvis. Slide the pillow, the bolster from underneath. And exhale, lower your sacrum to the earth. Wait for tail to release down too. And then inhale to lift your pelvis, float your arms through the watery space. And then exhale to lower everything back down, just feeling the pull of gravity and the weight pouring into back body as you inhale and lift and lower on the exhale. Floating up and down on your breath. You might imagine that there's a hand underneath your sacrum helping you to slowly lower all the way down. Releasing, releasing, landing to the earth, staying on the ground. Listening for how body responds. You might sway your knees from side to side. And then draw your knees into your chest and just start to find a gentle rolling up and down your spine. Hands can go behind the knees. And as you roll up and down, really draw your attention to your sacrum and your sit bones. And that might mean that you only roll to low back, maybe not all the way up your spine, but however it feels. Whatever you long for. Next time you come up, bring the soles of the feet together. Keep your eyes closed and tip your weight forwards. And then tip your weight back. And just gently pour the weight from sit bones towards the pubic bone. All the while breathing yourself deeper into the pelvic ball. Just rocking on the tidal wave of breath. You might then find that the movement wants to become more circular or spiralic, pouring weight from side to side. Some of you might just want to be still and fold forwards. If there's sighs and yawns and sounds, let them come as you start to alchemize stagnation, stuckness. At some point you might like to bring your right hand to the earth alongside you and take a side bend as you sweep your left arm over. Really letting the side of your inner and outer cheeks be soft and heavy. No holding, membrane spreading. Maybe you're rocking, maybe you're still. And then bring your left hand to your right knee and just turn to look over your right shoulder so you're in a bit of a twist. Maybe you hinge further forwards. And then inhale all the way up and over to the second side. Left hand touches the earth softly. And just floating and bobbing, maybe more at the surface, maybe more in the depths. And let your breath take you deeper. Right hand to left knee, and then look over your left shoulder as you fold a little deeper. Inhale, bring your hands to the sky, and then bring your hands all the way behind you. Turn your fingers to the back of the mat, feet flat to the floor. And then start to walk your hips to your heels into a malasana squat. You can always have a prop underneath your seat. Take 3 full breaths all the way down into the fullness of your pelvic ball. And all the way up. Keep softening your mouth, your tongue, your jaw. Keep lengthening and deepening your breath. Slowly touch the earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lift your hips, straighten your legs, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Keep your toes turned out. And exhale, lower your hips back down to Malasana squat. Inhale, lift your hips, Uttanasana, toes turned out. Exhale, lower, one more time on your own. And next time you straighten your legs, start to roll up through your spine. You might turn your toes forwards again, reach your hands to the sky, and then roll all the way back down. And then ride the wave of the breath all the way up, cresting on this wave-like movement. And exhale, fold and bow and fall all the way to the bottom of the breath, and then rise up in this wave-like pattern, becoming the water, becoming the current, becoming that which flows, that which is more formless than form, that can take any shape. And next time you fold, you make your way to a downward facing dog, sliding back, staying close to every movement. And as you breathe, breathe all the way into the depths of your pelvic bowl. You might start to circle, reaching one sit bone and then the other, pouring the waters that live here in the depths of your hips, pouring them this way and that way. And then slowly walking back into Uttanasana, bring your feet to the outside of your hands, turn your toes down, exhale, lower hips to heels, Malasana, and inhale. Lift your hips, straighten your legs, Uttanasana, same again, 2 more pulses. Exhale to lower, and inhale to lift. You can play with the breath, you can have it the other way, of course. Turn your toes, and then roll all the way up. Sweep your hands to the top of the wave. Exhale, crash back down to the bottom. 2 more. Rising and falling on the breath as you fold to a forward fold and rise up to stand, your arms above your head. Next time you fold, slide your left foot to the back of the mat, lower your back knee and give yourself time to land in this deep plunge, this deep Anjaneya. You might send your hips back a little so you can find circles and spirals. Ardha Hanumanasana, send your hips to your heels, straighten your front leg, come onto the heel of your front foot, sometimes called a runner's lunge. Take a couple of breaths here in this half split. You might sigh and sound. And then inhale, rebend your front knee, broaden your collarbones, look forwards. And exhale, send it back into Ardha Hanumanasana. Ardha means half. Hanuman is the great devotional god of the heart. Rebending your front knee, broadening your collarbones, opening that heart. Exhale, hips to heels, send it back. Rebend your front knee, come forward this time, sweep your right arm forward and high and back. And some of you might want to bend your back knee and find your foot. Some of you might just circle your arm. Wherever you are, draw your belly to your spine and lift out of the supporting shoulder. Spin your heart to the sky. And then release. Your blocks are there if you need them. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, straighten your front leg, and then come onto the heel of your front foot. Lift your toes, send the weight back. Rebend your front knee. Low lunge with the back knee lifted. Inhale, straighten both legs, send the weight back, rock onto the heel. Take 2 more on your own.
Next time you straighten your legs, just gently step the back foot in a little and then reach your right hand to the sky. Parivrita Parsvottanasana, revolved pyramid. Bring that hand back down and just slide your back foot back again. Prepare for high crescent. Inhale, hands high. Sweep your arms to the sides and interlace your hands behind you at your sacrum. You can ground the back foot if you want more stability. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Bow forwards and reach your clasped hands all the way up and over. Take a breath. Soften your face. Turn your right toes in and face the long edge of the mat. You might want to just gently heel toe your left foot back and out. Sway. Lift your sit bones. You can keep the bind or release your hands to the ground as you wish. If you have headstand and you feel ready, you can by all means go up. Otherwise, turn your toes out to 10 and 2. Bend into your left knee. Come onto the heel of your right foot as you straighten your right leg. Point your right toes to the sky. Maybe you sweep your right arm up to the sky. Skandasana. Sliding over to the second side. And you don't have to come all the way down. You can just pulse between sides. You don't have to come into the shape at all. You can stay in the wide-legged forward fold. Find that watery intelligence that is fluid and free and knows how to take whatever shape it wants to take. And we'll meet in that wide-legged forward fold. You can keep pulsing as long as you like. You'll catch us up somewhere. If you're following me, bending your knees, rolling up, reach your hands to the sky. Warrior 2, turning your right toes out. And then reverse warrior, sweep your right arm up and back. Straighten your front leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. So you slide your hips back, lengthen along your right side body. Hand to a block or to your shin. Find the shape. Breathe into the full shape. And then reach your top arm all the way over towards the front of the mat. And then left hand comes to the ground, pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Right hand to the sky, low twisted lunge. Breathe. Reach through your back heel. Press through your left hand, spin through your heart. And then bring your right hand to the earth. And either step to down dog or to plank. And you can come through a vinyasa, lowering to the ground or chaturanga dandasana, lifting to cobra or up dog. Staying as long as you like in the back bend. You might transition through a child's. You might come to dog and find that movement through your hips, pouring the waters inside this sacred vessel, this sacred bowl, this sacred center of your pelvis, this doorway into the depths. Step, walk or jump your feet outside of your hands. Turn your toes out and exhale, lower your hips to your heels, Malasana. Inhale, lift your hips, straighten your legs, fold forwards, Uttanasana. Take 2 pulses, or some of you might just want to breathe in a squat or sway in a forward fold. And we're opening up the doors to intuition, to the clear waters, the clear seeing, the deep knowing beneath the intellect, beneath the concepts, beneath the stories, the Shuddha Vidya, the pure wisdom. Next time you fold forward, start to roll up. Reach your hands to the sky, ride the wave to the top till it crests, and then fall all the way back down on your exhale as you fold forwards. Bend your knees, roll up and become the wave. Become the pulsation. Soft like water through your fingers. Next time you fold forward, slide your right foot to the back of the mat, lower your back knee, low lunge, and really luxuriate in your hips, in the freedom to move inside the fluids, the synovial fluids of the joint spaces. Breathing into the clarifying waters of the depths. It's quieter there, it's stiller there. Let yourself drop from the surface down another level. And when you're ready, straightening your front leg, hips to heel, fold forwards, toes are pointing to the sky. Take a breath as you bow in. You bend your front knee, travel forwards, inhale. Exhale, send it back, Ardha Hanumanasana. You bend your front knee, come forwards. Sending it back on your own breath, and then the next time you come forward, sweep your left arm forwards and up and back. Some of you might just continue to make circles with your arms. Some of you will bend your back knee. Maybe press your foot into your hand to open the tissues around your heart. Or maybe you want to draw your heel to your seat to open the tissues around your womb, your gut, your creativity, your knowing. And then releasing, bringing both hands to frame the front foot, straighten both legs. Your props are there if you need them. Lift your hips, straighten both legs, come onto the heel of the front foot and pulse between those two shapes. So rebending your front knees, you inhale. Exhale, straighten both legs, bow in. And take a couple more. Next time you straighten both legs, just gently slide the back foot in a little and reach your left hand to the sky, taking the twist. Lower your hand back down, maybe you slide your back foot back a little, prepare for high lunge. Exhale your hands behind you for humble warrior. Interlace your fingers. Lift your heart on the inhale, open first. And then bow down to whatever it is you're opening to. Life. Opening to life. When you're ready, turning to face the long edge of the mat. Maybe adjusting your feet. And then listening for what wants to happen here. Lifting your sit bones. Asking your intuition, asking body, asking wisdom, how it wants to move through you. It might be through sound as well as movement. You can't get it wrong. Of course, you can pulse between Skandasana if you like. And when you're ready, if you're ready, come with me, bend your knees, roll up, reach your hands to the sky. Warrior 2 on the second side. Turning your left toes out this time. And then float your left arm up and back, reverse. And straighten your left leg as you slide into triangle. Really reach your hips back as you arc through your spine, lengthen side body. And then reach your top arm over, breathe into your right lung. Bring your right hand to the earth, pivot on the ball of your back foot, left hand to the sky. And then either move through vinyasa or down dog as you wish. You might be still in dog, there might be movement that wants to happen, undulations, ripples, spirals. How do the waters want to move inside the container of your body? Inhale, right leg to the sky and bend your knee and open your hip. Slowly step into wild thing. Stepping your foot behind you, coming onto the outside edge of your left foot, and then spinning around your supporting shoulder as you lift your hips. That hand lifting your sacrum, the back of your heart, opening, opening, opening. And then when you're ready, slowly gliding back to dog. Reach your left leg to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip. I love to come onto my fingertips. You can play with that. Left fingertips. Then slowly stepping left foot behind you, come onto the outside edge of your right foot, lift your hips. Press the earth away. And exhale, come back. And step, walk or jump your feet to the outside of your hands. Lower hips to heels, malasana. And stay here for a few breaths or pulse between uttanasana and malasana. Standing forward fold and a low squat. And we'll meet in uttanasana. Lift your hips, straighten your legs. Roll all the way up, ride the wave up. And then fall like rain down. And this time imagine you're gathering water from clear mountain river and you're gathering it up, and then you're going to pour it all the way over the crown of your head, washing away any residual energy from the previous year, the previous day, folding, gathering more clear crystal water, more clarity, and cleansing, cleansing, cleansing. And maybe your hands wash all the way over your body. And you move in your own time, gathering the waters, cleansing yourself of whatever it is that you want to be free from. That you're ready to wash away now, all the residue. And you can thank whatever it is that has served you, or whatever lessons it's brought you. And then we'll meet back in a malasana squat. And breathe all the way from crown to pelvic floor. And bring yourself to a seat and just give yourself a moment to be in the stream.
And that might just be a very still listening place. Or it might be a swaying and a swirling. And some of you will stay here a good while, letting everything wash through all those last grains of debris and the stickiness of any residue. And some of you might be ready to come to lie down on your back and take a supine pigeon, bringing right ankle on top of left thigh, that figure 4. And then just circling that shape so that you really press and make an imprint with your sacrum into the soft earth. And then circle in the other direction. And of course, if you want to reach right hand between your legs and find the back of your thigh or top of your shin, do that. Spread your toes. Really press your right knee away. And whenever you're ready to take the second side, just switch it up. Left ankle on top of right thigh, circling. Taking both directions, so you're letting the whole shape of your legs, that whole figure 4, move in circles, but your awareness is in your sacrum, this triangular bone, the back of your pelvis. And you might weave your left hand between your legs to clasp on top of shin, or clasping your hands behind your right thigh, spread your toes. And then any other shape from here. Maybe it's a happy baby. Maybe you just bring your knees into your chest. And bring your feet flat to the floor and just let the knees fall over to the right as you look to the left. And get heavy here. A gentle sway over to the left, get heavy here. And you might want to just lay your blanket over your belly, your pelvis, adding a little bit of weight, and then sliding the pillow either under your pelvic bowl like we did at the beginning, or you might like to be in a supported Supta Baddha Konasana, so having the soles of your feet together and then letting your shins and your knees rest on the bolster. And whatever you choose, bringing your hands back to your pelvis, back to the seat of intuition, of deeper knowing. And beneath the movement at the surface level of the waters, there's stillness, there's spaciousness, there's the deep quiet. Just take a few more generous breaths all the way down.
Maybe you can sense the shimmering of your sacrum, a vibratory pulse that lives there, and just in front of that sacred bone. And see if you can relax your inner thighs more, and then release your breath completely. Let your arms be however they want to be. Big sigh, big exhale. Let everything release backwards. Drop back, drop in, drop down. And you're going to stay here for a good while. Giving yourself permission giving yourself time to restore and renew. Meeting yourself in the quiet. Where everything is birthed from.